The terror begins again.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Muiz Azrai Bengazali. My ministry number A19A0358, and today I'm going to present the introduction of Mikroekonomi, and the issue is the Malaysian ringgit, the fall of Malaysian ringgit and the slow rise in wage. So in introduction there is two parts. We divided into 2%. So my part is the fall of Malaysian ringgit. So the first is Malaysian ringgit is the major currency used by all Malaysians to own goods and services other than what they own. Malaysian ringgit is issued by the Central Bank of Malaysia based in Kuala Lumpur, which is the main city in Malaysia. Bank Negara Malaysia was created on January 25, 1959. So the second is every year the country currently will change to compare to other countries. For example, the Malaysian ringgit with a Thai baht. Before 2017, the Malaysian ringgit was high as the converted into which is 1,000 ringgit into the Thai baht will change to 11,000 baht. But in 2017, the Thai baht value increased by 1,000 ringgit just for 7,770 baht, indicating that in 2017. So the third is, according to the Thai Finance Minister, one of the reasons for the increased baht in 2018 was gross domestic product, so GDP. In the first quarter of 2018, they reached 4.8, the highest in 5 years. The fourth is the 6% increase in export of goods and service, as well as the increase in private and public sector investment, respectively by 3.1% and 4%. This key index rise from 63% in the first quarter of 2014 to 72.4% in the first quarter of 2018. So the fifth with the main cause of weakening of Malaysian ringgit by sources is due to trade war between American company and China. Since the reign of President Donald Trump, he has imposed a high tax on China, which is 30% of the value of goods. So the last one is the price of China stock rise sharply, affecting the Malaysian currency between China and other countries, leading to a fall in crude oil price. The collapse of oil price exported to other countries caused the Malaysian currency to clearly affected the national economy.
Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Nadia. My name is Muhammad Aidi Azhar bin Muhammad Zalani. My matric number is A19A0323, and I want to continue that introduction that my friend discussed. I will talk about the issue slower salary increase. For your information, median salary in 2017 was 1,600 ringgit compared to 1,500 ringgit last year. But in urban area, the rate increase was only 55 ringgit, while the people living in interior learn less than 1,200 ringgit, which is 400 less than those in the city. In some states such as Malacca and Penang, the range for increase will be zero if we consider inflation. This is due to rising price of goods, food and utility. Food price rose faster than other goods, almost 30%. Malaysia import a lot of food. For example, Malaysia import over 90% meat and 70% raw meat. However, the gap between states is increased. The main reason is that there is a lot of developing going on in Kuala Lumpur, Selangor compared to other states. For example, The contraction of high-speed rail, commercial centres and universities at Kuala Lumpur is more sophisticated than other. Low-educated people are left behind in this area when universities are built in urban areas. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nurfasiha binti Marrohim. My metric number is A19A0554. Today I want to present about my part. My part is body of the topic our assignment, the weakening of the ringgit and slow wage hikes. Okay, Malaysia is so vulnerable to issue of the weakening the ringgit and slow rise in wage. The impact of weakening of the ringgit has led to a decline in individual purchasing power. This means that every dollar of income will be able to buy fewer imported goods and services than ever before. So the increase in the cost of living will also not in the lines the slow of wage increase. According to payscale.com, Malaysia average wage increase was only 3.5% compared to Indonesia 9.8%. Meanwhile, Singapore 12% and also Thailand 5.8% only. The economy is the backbone of the individuals and the nation. Okay, meanwhile, the decline in the value of the Malaysian ringgit was due to the strengthening of the US dollar. The US dollar is used a measure of the other countries' currencies as a measure of commodity price such as gold price and oil price. Global crude oil price volatility also due to collapse of the Malaysian ringgit. So the sharp decline in the ringgit over the last 5 years in another phenomenon are almost all major currencies are experiencing a falling dollar. Current collapse in a word, economic crisis with 174 world currencies impacting the current collapse of only 18 currencies that the strange the dollar. But Malaysian's currencies are the most of affected currencies in different Asian countries.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Farah Shahira binti Kira Akmal. My number metric is A19A0134. So my part is the impact of the weakening of the ringgit and the slow wage hike. Okay, the impact for the weakening of the Malaysian ringgit and the slower increase in wage are due the rising cost of living. The increase in the cost of living greatly underlies the daily life of the people. The government's move to increase petroleum price, electricity tariff, commodity and even increase toll rate has significantly boosted the cost of the living of people. This also led the recent official inflation rate rising 3.4% year over year. Besides, debt levels are also very high. Government debt level have increased since 1970 because federal government debts in 1970 alone amounted to 2 billion while in 1999 increased by 95 billion but now has reached 568.2 billion. This increase is very similar and sudden. This also may affect the foreign exchange rates of the country. Furthermore, due to the high cost of government management from 1970 until 2030, total government management expenditure increased from 22 billion to 216.2 billion. The largest component of the cost of government management is the salaries of Malaysian government employees, who have the highest number of staff ratio in the world. Besides, the Malaysian budget deficit every year since 1999 is also the result of the weakening of the Malaysian ringgit and the slower wages increases. Besides its rich commodity like palm oil, the country's budget has been defective for 16 consecutive years. Since the subsidy crisis for the people reduced, the level of deficit of the whole country has dropped, but is still around 36 billion. It appears that government subsidies are also high. Total government subsidy have increased significantly from 1.1 billion in 1999 to 44.1 billion in 2013. This means that 20% of the tax collected will be used for public subsidy. So to eliminate the problem of the weakening of the Malaysian ringgit and the slow rise in wages, the government has to play an effective role such as the lookout and the policy in 2013. Locally replaced with lower paid forage workers, in Malaysia real wage has seen a slower increase than the productivity growth of real workers, especially in the manufacturing sector. The sector has seen an average wage increase of 2.4% a year over the last decade. Meanwhile, workers' productivity on average increased by 5% a year over the same period. In the rise in low income, wages to the level that meets their basic need will enhance that welfare of the workers' economy by improving their standard of living. In addition, it is in the line the government's goal of transforming Malaysia into a high-income economy and high productivity. Therefore, the minimum wage policy provide incentive for workers to undertake productivity improvement measures. That this change will help transform Malaysia into an improved and high income economy. Short-term adjustment costs are expected to be controlled over the short term.
Good evening, my name is Muhammad Alif bin Zaridun. My matrix number is A19A0327, and today I want to present about conclusion. The Malaysian economy is expected to grow slower than expected following the cancellation of several mega infrastructure projects. Besides being driven by sluggish trade and export prospects, head of the World Bank's economy for East Asia and the Pacific region, Sudhir Shetty, said Malaysia will face slower growth over the next 3 years due to declining export and public investment until 2020. Next, Malaysia is one of the region economies which is likely to grow slower than we expected 3 months ago. Among them are the cancellation of 2 mega infrastructure projects, declining trade volume and declining spending that affected Malaysia's economic outlook this year. Malaysia needs to take advantage of the current bleak global economic environment to stabilize the country's fiscal situation. That during the season, the World Bank also expected the Malaysian economy to grow at 4.7% in 2019 and 4.6% in 2020, compared to the remarkable 5.9% recorded in 2017. Malaysia is also expected to achieve high-income country status between 2020 and 2024. Okay, next I want to give to my friends Fahmi to continue our conclusion.
Okay, my name is Hanif Fahmi bin Muhammad Fuzi. My matric number A19A01C8. Okay, now I will continue about conclusion. Okay, Malaysian is also expected to achieve high income country status between 2020 and 2024. For 2018, Malaysian economic growth is expected to moderate in the near term, growing 4.9%. supported by strong growth in private consumption. The Malaysian government has implemented the several policies to increase the value of its currencies in the world market, such as diversifying source of growth, fiscal reforms, and research on mega projects. With this drastic and efficient measure, it is hoped that the Malaysian economy will recover at a more stable level. Okay, that's all from our group presentation about microeconomic assignment, and thanks for watching, and bye.